I hear a lot of excitement in the room. Are you guys as excited as I am about getting this project kicked off? There you go. My name is Anthony Bunting. I'm the Chief Administrative Officer at Cleco, also the executive sponsor for this particular project. And I can't tell you how excited I am about officially getting this project off the ground from a public standpoint. We kicked the project off a few weeks ago, and there's been a good bit of work done already on it, and we've had a host of employees and consultants from around the country helping us out. So we got a full agenda today. I want to go ahead and get started. We have a number of speakers. Of course, again, welcome to Central Louisiana, those who have traveled from afar. I know we have some from across the sea here and there, across the ocean, or some call it the pond, from Canada, from North and South America. So we're pretty excited about this particular project. So welcome to the Cleco Start building. This particular building is fantastic. It's perfect for what we need for this project. We'll have a number of people working here. And if you get a chance today, just kind of mingle around a little bit and look at this particular facility. For Central Louisiana, it's a gem. It's perfect for what we need for this project. So I want to recognize a few distinguished guests. I know we have many other political figures here as well, but we have Jeff Hall with us. He's our state representative. Where are you, Jeff?
Right here, right here.
Hey, Jeff. Most of you guys don't know this, but I used to work for Jeff years ago. And he taught me everything I know. Let's see how this project goes, right? Kevin Dorn, Pineville City Councilman. Kevin, where are you? There's Kevin. Glad to have you here. Kevin's wife, Tony, works for us as well. She does a super job. Appreciate you guys. Jim Villard, City of Alexandria City Council. Where are you, Jim? There he is. Good to see you. Harry Silver, City of Alexandria City Council. Sheriff William Earl Hilton, Rapides Parish Sheriff. Good to see you guys. And I know we have many other local representatives from the police jury, other city council members here. If you don't mind, raise your hand just to let everybody know that you're here. Joe, please. Great. So we appreciate you guys coming out today. Also, we have the mayors here. They're going to get up and speak later, so I didn't introduce them, but they will come up and give a conversation to us. Appreciate you guys. We're here to celebrate the kickoff of a 2-year journey for Cleco, transformation for Cleco, the beginning of our strategic alignment and real-time transformation project, or what we like to call the START project. We are going to invest about $130 million in this particular project, and it's the largest technology project in Cleco's history. So when you think about the magnitude of this project, and it's going to impact not only our employees, but also our customers and the community that we serve, it's just going to make us better at the end of the day. And you'll hear more about that here in a few minutes. So the START project, it'll replace the backbone technology of the company, moving us from multiple systems to one primary system, the SAP system. And we have many of our SAP representatives here today. It'll change the processes by which our employees do their day-to-day work and help us improve the way we do our business. So that's truly an exciting thing. As you think about, as we look around the room, we have many, many business women and men in here. And as you know, as you think about large transformation and what it can do for your company and how it can help you improve how just you do business on a day-to-day basis, that's a really, really important thing. Also, Cleco's senior management team is fully behind this particular project. I want to take a moment to introduce them as well. Bill Fontenot is our CEO. He'll speak here in a minute. We have Jeff Baudier, who's our Chief Marketing Officer and Commercial Development Officer. We have Shane Hilton with us today. He's responsible for MISO operations. Julia Callis, she's our Chief Counsel and Compliance Officer. Where are you, Julia? Yeah, we have Terry Taylor. She's our Chief Financial Officer. We also have Peggy Scott. She's not with us today, but she's our CEO of the company. So we're excited to have, I am excited to have these guys on my team as we think about it from an executive management point of view. They're very supportive. They have just bought into this project 150%. Also, we have 60-plus Cleco employees dedicated to this project. And when you think about that, taking 60 employees out of your workforce and dedicating to a project, it says a lot about the project itself, and it says a lot about the employees who work for us. These are some of the best employees we have broadly across the company working on this project. But also, I can't say enough about the employees who are left behind to pick up their work, because many of these employees are pulling double load. Also, we have over 100 consultants from all over the country working alongside with us. I just want to mention those as well. So we have IBM. IBM is our system integrator. IBM folks, if you'll just raise your hand as I go through this. So we have many of those guys around here. The Vesta Partners, raise your hands, please. North Highland Company, SAP, Utopia Global, Power Plan Inc., Vertex PTX Tech, Hathorn and Associates, and Tormigan Software Inc. So we're very proud to have developed these business partnerships with these folks. Give these guys a round of applause, please. Managing the START project, you really have to have good leadership to help us move these types of projects along. And we have selected Andre Guillory to be our project manager. Andre, come on, make your way on up here if you don't mind. Andre is a second-generation Cleco employee. And I'm proud of Andre. His dad is one of our distribution managers working out of the, was working out of the Eunice area, just recently changed over to be a manager of our system reliability, take over system reliability, our tree trimming, that sort of thing, Jeff. Remember old vegetation management days. But Andre is a second-generation employee. He spent 3 summers with us before we hired him. We had to check him out, make sure, he could do the work. He's an electrical engineer by training or schooling. So I got to read in the next section here. He's been with us 11 years. He started out in transmission distribution operations. He worked as a functional lead and later as a project manager on our AMI project. Now, I didn't realize I had moved you around that much, Andre, how much you had worked in my area. When I think about AMI, part of my responsibility was the metering area. So we installed AMI, so it was a huge project for us at the time, probably one of our bigger technology makeovers back then. Then he became supervisor of distribution automation support group in my area again. So you see that technology movement. Then we moved him to a manager of distribution engineering in the Northern District, again, in my old area. I didn't realize that. I was reading this the other day, and I said, look, man, we're moving you around a lot. And now he is the START project manager. I picked him last year, along with the EMT, to be the project manager. Andre is a great guy. He's one of those guys, he will tackle anything. So it's my great honor and pleasure to turn this over to our project manager, Andre Guillory.
Thank you, Anthony. I'm going to have to adjust this for obvious reasons. I'm really glad to be up here on this podium. The view is excellent. There's a lot of people in here. I can only imagine this must be what it's like to be 6 foot tall. On a serious note, I want to echo Anthony's thanks and appreciation for everybody being out here today. I wanted to also recognize one of Cleco's key board members, so Mr. Randy Gilcrease, welcome. Thanks for being here. So good morning again to everyone. Thanks for being here to help us celebrate and officially kick off Cleco's START program. It's really just an honor for me to be here in front of you this morning. An honor to be a part of a team with so much expertise and experience from the Cleco employee side, the team members, our Cleco leadership, and of course all of our partners that are here to help us and guide us along this journey. There's a lot of work that's gone into getting us to this point. It seems like it's been such a long road already, and the reality is we've only just gotten started. No pun intended, but the truth is we're just getting started. I I wanted to also take a moment to thank everyone in advance, so all the team members and all the folks here that are day-to-day directly impacting the START program, but as well thank all those folks that are indirectly supporting the START program back in the organizations. Whether they know it or not, their support is absolutely critical to us getting this done. So thanks in advance for the hard work, for the sacrifice that it will no doubt take to make this successful over the next couple of years. Without a doubt, this is going to be a whole team, everybody on board effort if we want this to be successful. So START, how did Cleco end up in this position of implementing, the largest customer experience, business transformation, and technology modernization project in our history? Well, over the years, Cleco has done a really good job of recognizing the needs of our customers, the needs of our business and our business partners, and through innovation and creativity, either implementing or in a lot of cases developing solutions to meet those needs. Those solutions, without a doubt, over the years have served us extremely well, and even today, those solutions continue to serve us very well. But with a new day comes a new challenge, and there are new opportunities. Cleco is raising the bar. We have a vision to serve our customers better, to work more efficiently, to be more affordable for our customers, and to grow the company. We have a vision to be the leading utility company in Louisiana, and we recognize that in order to achieve that vision and our goals, we need a rock-solid platform to build from. So here we are, START Project. START Project is going to implement state-of-the-art technology coupled with industry-leading leading practices, business processes across the entire core of our business, from customer services, accounting and finance, supply chain and inventory management, work and asset management across our generation, transmission, and distribution lines of business. It's going to allow our workers to do things differently. It's going to allow them to work more efficiently. It's going to change how we interact with the customers and the options with which our customers interact with us. It's going to allow us to make better business decisions based off of data. With the availability of real-time data shared across the company, we're going to manage our business different. It's going to provide us with a platform that positions us to reach those goals and reach our vision of becoming the leading utility in Louisiana. Our technology platform and our streamlined, efficient business processes are going to be second to none at the end of START. It's a big deal. This is a big project. It's big not only from the standpoint of the effort and sacrifice that it takes to get this done, but also on the impact to Cleco. I mean, I think it's obvious that START is going to impact every employee throughout Cleco's organization, no doubt. But the impact is going to go even further than that. It's going to reach outside of the walls of Cleco and reach out to our customers and the communities that we serve and their economies. Headquartered only a few miles away across the river in Pineville, with over 1,200 employees across the state, serving our customers, providing electric power to nearly 300,000 customers statewide. Cleco has, for a long time, been an economic engine in central Louisiana and throughout the state. More specifically, I think we want to talk about today how START will impact our local and state economies. And so with that, please help me welcome Louisiana Economic Development Assistant Secretary Mandy Mitchell.
Good morning, everyone. It is truly an honor to be here on behalf of Louisiana Economic Development and the state of Louisiana for this very special occasion. As many of you know, LED's mission is to cultivate jobs and economic opportunity for Louisiana citizens, and we strive to do so by strengthening our state's business climate and creating a more vibrant Louisiana economy. I serve as LED's Assistant Secretary. My role entails public policy and governmental affairs, and I also serve as the department's chief strategist for external affairs as well as issues management. To our guests who may be here from out of town, welcome to Louisiana. I hope while you're here, you're able to enjoy our rich culture, indulge in some of our delicious food, and meet some of our very unique citizens here in Louisiana. We're excited to have you here, and Cleco is fortunate to have such partners, such accomplished partners working on this project. I want to thank IBM for its continued commitment to the state of Louisiana. IBM's Client Innovation Center in Baton Rouge and its Application Development Innovation Center in Monroe together will provide over 1,000 jobs for Louisiana's brightest talent. IBM's strong presence in Louisiana bolsters our reputation as an integrated technology hub, and we're incredibly thankful for that. Given IBM's proven effectiveness across the world and here in Louisiana, we are confident that START will have tremendous success as Cleco partners with IBM and others to move forward. Cleco has consistently supported initiatives that improve Louisiana's ability to attract jobs and investment to our state. Earlier this year in May, Cleco and Louisiana Economic Development worked together with the Louisiana Public Service Commission to establish a $7 million economic development deal closing fund. Now, this fund will provide for infrastructure improvements and other incentives to attract economic development projects into Cleco's 24 parish service territory. LED appreciates Cleco's support, and we believe that this deal closing fund gives us as a state a strategic advantage as we work to secure more jobs and investment to our state. What's more, Cleco's investment of $130 million into the START project shows the company's commitment to continued performance and innovation. But these principles aren't only promoted by Cleco. These principles of making things better and more efficient through innovation are in the DNA of the Central Louisiana region and have been for quite some time. As our friends Jim Clinton and his team at CLETA would say, Central Louisiana makes good stuff. Central Louisiana is home to other innovative companies such as Baker Manufacturing, founded in 1954, headquartered in Pineville, one of the largest furniture manufacturers and suppliers for both government and private sector clients. Other companies, innovative companies in this region, such as Crest Industries, Procter & Gamble, and Northrop Grumman, to name a few. So by working with creative partners like IBM and the others mentioned today, SAP and others, Cleco has positioned itself to better serve its customers and to sustain its own legacy of innovation here in Central Louisiana. And from an economic impact standpoint, the START project will result in over 221 new jobs, over $42 million in sales, and about $15 million in company earnings. Now that is true value added for Louisiana. LED considers START a win-win. This project will bring new jobs and new talent to our state. It will engage some of Louisiana's most prominent employers. It will improve Cleco's ability to serve its customers efficiently and effectively. And finally, START will further enhance the Central Louisiana's region, the impressive legacy of innovation for this region. So on behalf of Governor Edwards and Secretary Don Pearson, thank you all, thank you Cleco for the vision to invest in this project here in Louisiana. LED looks forward to working with you to make sure that this project is a success. Thank you.
Great, thank you. I'd like to call now to the podium Mayor of Alexandria, Mayor Jacques Roy. Thanks.
Well, good morning. Glad to see all these faces out here. This is a great day for us. I want to first acknowledge Joey Bishop and Craig Smith from the jury, and y'all stand out and give them a wave. The president of our jury has been working a lot in our region to ensure economic development projects are moving forward and to partner on a host of different things. We were at a localism launch yesterday for our chamber, for our regional chamber, and I'm going to talk about that in a minute. I have to give my thanks to you know that's an important thing to do. Bill and I were talking about that. You always run into a problem when you start trying to thank everybody because you know you're going to miss folks. But I have to thank Miss Elena Meyer, who is the Chief Resilience Officer in the city and who is our energy attorney expert at the city. And I want Elena to at least step out and wave to everybody. Elena, give them a wave. A bright lawyer and a great resilience officer. Her job is to take a building like this the city has and make sure that we're looking at how to redeploy it back out into the community. And to give you a little perspective on that, this building is a state-of-the-art building that has served as a call center off and on for many, many years. And so it has a natural fit for what is happening here. But I want to tell you something, and I told this to Bill too, you always run a risk. I don't want to down anything, any partnership we've had with LED and what we do with call centers. But Mandy knows, and we all know, call centers do sort of come and go, right? They have a certain life to them. They like incentives, and they like to come in and they find the next place. This is a bigger and better deal. No matter the time frame it's in, this is a much bigger deal for us. You're talking about 146 jobs. Those are people that are going into restaurants in this city, that are going all over. And very importantly, I just heard 100 consultants. So imagine 100 consultants here, Mr. Silver, in our region that are going out, buying things in our area, doing new things, being exposed, talking about good experiences in our city, in Pineville, and in our region. That is truly, as Jim Clinton might say, the importation of new dollars. Those dollars will go into pay to them that they'll go and spend in our community. So that is importing new money into the area that we greatly, greatly appreciate. I also want to note that $655,000 spread around in the tax base. If you take Alexandria's portion of that, which I will calculate later today, just so I have it. I don't have it right now, but let's imagine that is probably, given how this will occur, a lion's share, it'll be a big portion of that. So if you think about, for those of you who are local and for the consultants who are here, you will soon find out, our two big fests, our two big festivals, Mr. Silver and Mr. Villard, River Fet and Winter Fet, if you think of the price tag on that, this will pay for those. Those are important things to think about when you think about value addedness in an area and how to make it translate to an actual thing. Like, well, what does it really mean to have these jobs here? Well, it means those two festivals have a new life because of the work of Ms. Meyer on our team and all of the folks on the Cleco team. And that's an important quality of life thought about how this really works together. I will close with, again, this localism initiative, Craig. We got a group downtown that says practice blatant localism, and their symbol is a flying pig. And I suspect that the symbol was about the downtown resurgence and things happening. Somewhat is thought about as when pigs fly, and it's happening. So they adopted that as their symbol. But this is about localism. This is about Cleco investing across from where the headquarters into Alexandria too. And in that way, it is a very important symbolic moment of partnering with the city of Alexandria. We appreciate Clarence sharing his company with us over here very much. This matters a lot to us. They could have done something else. There was a lot of work that went into this. It helps us reuse this building. Clarence, I will tell you, we will be working probably pretty hard to make some kind of permanent, we'll get rid of this building. It's for sale. Everything's for sale. So just know that. I'm sure he's gonna be thinking about that, but we do appreciate it greatly. We thank all of you, Jeff, all of you folks for all the hard work in doing this, and we appreciate the trust in allowing the city to be a part in this. God bless you all, and thank you for the investment.
Great. Thank you for that. I'd like now if you folks to please help me welcome the mayor of the city of Pineville, Mayor Clarence Fields.
It's really great when your fellow Alexandrian and friend can make you laugh. And I was kind of looking around. I'm thinking back 41 years ago. Don't try to do the math, okay? When I started with the company, Cleco, And obviously, I'm not with the company any longer, but you know, the way we were doing things 41 years ago when I started versus when I left to where we are now, and looking at the people and looking at the diversity and looking at people coming from, you know, globally, and how things have changed and how things have had to change, which is most important. Mayor Roy talked about localism, which is very important. Something I talked about as far as localism is concerned is, I guess you could say, how authentic our people are. Particularly here in central Louisiana and the state of Louisiana, which is most important. I think we're beginning to realize how important it is for us to promote our people and use our people in promoting our communities, and hopefully we were having some conversation earlier, and I warned some of the folks that are coming from abroad in particular, whatever, who are not from this area of Louisiana. Everybody's going to, when you're driving by and wherever you go, people are going to wave at you, which is going to seem unusual, but that's the kind of people we are here, and that's what we do, and you will experience that, okay? The most important thing about this, particularly this day and what's happening and what Cleco is doing, and by the way, it will be, for the most part, advantageous to we as municipalities, whether it's Pineville, Alexandria, or surrounding communities, because for the most part, we will be able to dovetail off of what they're implementing, particularly from a technology standpoint, and be able to interact with them, improve what we do in our municipalities. So we're looking forward to that. It's been advantageous for us already or whatever, but obviously the need is there. One of the most important things about all of this, is let us all remember, is that Cleco still exists here in our community and still exists here in Louisiana. Let's not forget that. That's the most important thing. And we appreciate all of those individuals, the employees, for that in itself, that you exist. And you exist because of a reason, and it's because you're great individuals, you're great employees, it's a great company, and obviously we hang our hats on it day in and day out, we as communities here in Louisiana, not just here in central Louisiana. So, you know, I applaud the company, and I applaud for the efforts, and you know, most importantly, those who are coming in and helping to implement this START program. You know, I think they will also take I guess you could say, a warm feeling to our community, to this company, and see what it really means, and how serious we are about moving forward as far as technology is concerned, and keeping up with the pace as the world goes about its way. So my congratulations to each and every one of you, and in particular for just being here in central Louisiana, here in Louisiana, and continuing to make the necessary improvements, and continuing to shine along with our other companies as you give back to our community. So we really appreciate that very much. Thank you.
I think you heard Anthony speak earlier about SAP, and SAP being one of our very important partners. SAP is the software platform, the technology that we are using to drive START. So I'd like to welcome to the stage Mr. Todd Crandall. Todd is the SAP Senior Vice President of Digital Business Services North America.
Well, thank you. What a hospitable group this is. I really been impressed with not just the hospitality community, but the people that I've met here. So really, really great. I want to introduce myself quickly. So I'm responsible for all of the services that we do for SAP in North America, so US and Canada. But I specifically have an experience in utilities for probably, I don't know, 7, 8, 9 years. I was doing mostly SAP implementations in the utilities marketplace. So I've done probably 40 of these that you guys are doing here. And I'm just incredibly impressed with the commitment that you've made, you know, here. I mean, if you look at the scale of what's going on here, the number of people that are involved, the investments that your shareholders have made, that your organizations have made, the vision that's been established, it really shows a significant commitment to, of course, customers, but also to employees, you know, to your operations and having an operational excellence about you. And I'm really impressed with the quality. Most utilities do not have the kind of strength to make an investment like this and really invest in their communities and in their operations and in their people. And I applaud your vision for doing that. And I think when I've seen something done at this kind of a scale and breadth, you can see true transformation take place. you can see true operational excellence without boundaries seen across all of your operations. And I think you'll see that. I think in the next 3-4 years, you're going to see a significant improvement in how customers get served, how operations are actually managed, the efficiencies that you can gain through that process, and I applaud you for doing that. I want to give a special thanks to your executive team, for their commitment to SAP and their trust in SAP, to IBM as a partner. It's certainly been a great partner with us. I appreciate the investment that they've made as well in adopting SAP solutions internally, but also with customers like yourselves. And I want you to know that SAP is committed to your success. Absolutely, everything that we have to make sure that you're successful and the trust that you've placed in us will be a good and solid and accurate trust. Thank you very much.
I don't do CrossFit, but I think if I have to keep running up and down these stairs, something's going to happen here. We've also mentioned, you've heard us mention IBM today. So IBM is another one of our very important partners here. IBM has been contracted with Cleco to help us and guide us through this journey as our system integration partner. I would like to welcome now the IBM North America Communications Lead Managing Partner, Mr. Kevin Elder.
Well, on behalf of IBM, I just want to say we are thrilled to be here today. This represents for IBM an extension of 3 key partnerships. I happened to be on the IBM team when we started our work with LED in the state of Louisiana several years ago. And that started in Baton Rouge, and as was said, it extended to Monroe, Louisiana, and now here. And so what a great way to expand that long-standing relationship. 2, our relationship with SAP. SAP's been a long-standing partner of IBM, and we're thrilled to be able to continue that. And lastly, but most importantly, Cleco. Thank you for entrusting us to serve you in this groundbreaking initiative. We've assembled a great team of IBMers and are looking forward to doing a marvelous job and seeing this through. Thank you.
There you are. Nice to see you guys. Please help me welcome another one of the key members of the IBM team for their leadership team. Mr. Jim Bales is the IBM North America Energy and Utilities Lead. So please help me welcome Mr. Jim Bales.
Thanks, Andre. So they asked me to talk a little bit about team. First of all, I want to say how proud and privileged we are to be Cleco's partner, and we are very excited, our team, to settle in to the communities here in Pineville and Alexandria. We know how important this project is for Cleco. It's transformational, it's been discussed. It's going to change a lot of things for our customers, for employees, for everybody in this room. 2, we know it's important for Alexandria, Pineville. Our teams are already telling me that the car rental agencies have started bringing more cars in. The hotel rooms are getting harder to find. And I've even heard today that one of the airlines is going to bring in bigger equipment to move more people in and out. So it's creating all the right kind of things that we want to accomplish. But as a team goes, we've brought in the best resources across North America and beyond. And at IBM, we are we use the word we and team a lot. And from this moment forward, we're talking about the START project. Each IBM, SAP, Vesta, West Highland, and many more, we will quickly lose our own identity as individuals, and we believe in a family type of concept. So going forward, we're going to see us come together for the next 2 years as a family and as a team, and I can't say we are just so proud and humbled to be able to be part of that. So thank you very much.
Next, I would like to welcome the IBM Global Energy and Utilities Lead, Mr. Ricardo.
I see it.
Mr. Ricardo.
And actually, the fun part, my name is not Ricardo, it's actually Richard because I'm Austrian. But anyway, the last name is Klatowski. It's an honor and a pleasure to be here. So I said, my role is I look after our business globally, the business that IBM does with utilities. And I also look after our relationships with clients. So, and I travel a lot. Last week I was in Thailand, Malaysia, Japan. The week before I'm based in the UK. I was in New York before. So for 1 month, I travel a lot and I have a lot of conversations with clients. There's one situation right now in the world. There is a lot of change, a lot of change. Someone call it because of decarbonization, digitization, decentralization. Others say because of environmental issues. Others say because of the tons of new technologies and possibilities that we have, not only in IT, but also in energy technology, solar, PV, wind, and then we come here with blockchain and with cloud, and this is complex. So this is complex, and then the situation global is different. The situation of electric utilities in Japan is very different to the electric utilities in France. Or in the US, you have even different situations. So it's complex. So I have lots of friends, CEOs, CXOs saying, what do we do? And we came to one conclusion, that is something we call no regret moves. In times of complexity, what are the things that you should be doing that you will never regret? It's very simple. First, invest in your customers, know your citizens, know your community, invest in your reputation, serve better. This is always a good investment. Second, utilities are asset intensive. They are the most asset intensive industries. So you've got distributed assets, you've got centralized assets. Work with your assets. And then third thing is utilities are normally large corporations. So there is always a permanent process of being more efficient, that it's a duty. Okay, this is exactly what you're doing, no? So that's exactly what Cleco is doing. So you're investing in serving better your customers, knowing better your assets, work better with them, and being more efficient. I said, you nailed it. You're exactly doing what others are asking, what do we do? That's exactly your project. So that's why it's an honor, a pleasure. I think you're doing exactly the right thing, and I think also you're doing it the right way. So, by the way, and congratulations, in all my travels, I've never seen a space like this for a project. So, well done. Thank you.
I'd like to now welcome the CEO of Vesta Global. Vesta is a partner of ours in this program that is going to lead us down the right path and guide us in the area of enterprise asset and work management. And so, as Mr. Ricardo was just mentioning, we are an asset-intensive company, and so we maintain assets, we do work. And so it's very important to us that when we are designing solutions, that we design a really good solution around asset and work management. That's what Vesta is here to help us do. So with that, I would like to welcome Mr. Noel Fagan.
Sorry, Andre. Thanks, everybody. According to the agenda I think I'm second to last. So the problem with this spot is that generally when you get up here, everything that needs to be said has been said. It just hasn't been said by everybody. So the good news is I had about 2 hours worth of comments prepared. I've been checking them off as we're going, and only got a few little chestnuts left. And I think it's over to the thank yous at the end, so unless the agenda's changed. So first, on behalf of Vesta and the company, the global firm that I represent, we want to thank everybody in the room for the honor and the privilege of participating in this project. When the word transformation gets thrown around a lot, it just got discussed here multiple times. You could make transformation as big about changing the drapes on your window, or you can make it as big as what you're dreaming here. And when you dream about a project that is as transformative as this, that's going to involve the business, it's going to involve the community, it's going to involve the consultants, it's going to involve the subject matter experts, like this team has been assembled, even the way that the building is laid out. This is the type of true transformation that comes around once in a career. And because of the size and the scope and the dream that you have here at Cleco, you've assembled a pretty fearsome talent pool. I'm happy to hear that you've got 60 to 80 folks from Cleco that will be full-time in this project. Transformation only works if it's sustainable, okay? And the involvement of the business, especially in the asset management area that Vesta works in, usually is the make or break on a fail on a project. So everything that I've seen here so far, even the name START, would indicate that this is a brand new a brand new beginning, a way to escape some decisions and some paradigms from the past. Everything about this project, it seems like it's scaled correctly, the talent is in the room, the vision's right, and I think that there's very few ways that this is not going to be an absolute success. So on behalf of Vesta and the team that I have, thanks for allowing us to participate here. And one quick note, I understand that the food down here is something to behold, so I'd like to keep the stairs around a little bit longer, even if they just go up and back down, because I think on behalf of my team, we'll certainly need it, or our healthcare plans are going to be blown to pieces. All right, so thank you very much, and I'll turn it back over to Andre.
All right, now the speaker we've all been waiting for, the final speaker of the day. I'd like to welcome Mr. Bill Fontenot, Cleco Chief Operating Officer and Cleco Power CEO.
So Noel thought he had problems being the second to last speaker. Anyway, so were the applause for me or because I was introduced as the last speaker? As I'm closing, once again, we have to thank everybody here today. All the mayors representing the communities, all of you involved in leadership positions, certainly our partners with LED in the state, our partners really who've all represented here in support of this project, thank you. This is clearly a milestone event for this company. Why is that? Well, if you listen to Andre, he alluded to the fact that we have a vision. We have a vision to be the leading energy company in Louisiana, and this is a milestone event in order for us to get there. This project is good for the community. We're talking about some $40+ million in business in our state. We're talking north of 200 jobs at any given time for this state. Sales tax to the local communities back to the state. This project is good for the community. But as important as anything else, it's good for this company. We just heard the word transformation. This will really change the way we do business in the future. It's not just about the app, and I don't want to downplay this S4, this SAP S4 cloud-based HANA solution. It is clearly state-of-the-art, and as a technology platform, that will take us to the next level. But before we begin putting in the app, we first have to examine how, why, and what we work on in the future. So we go through this examination of how we work today and look for better ways of working in the future. We're looking for best practices. We take that examination, that information from the examination, and we use that as the platform of how we will work in the future. Then we take this technology, this app, and overlay it on these best practices in order for us to get better at what we do. So this project is great for the community, it's great for the company, but in return for being great for the company, it's good for our customers. Because what do we receive from overlaying this technology, from implementing best practices? Better restoration of service, more efficient, driving down costs. It's good for our customers. So, it's a milestone event for us. It's good for the communities that we serve. It's good for this company, including the employees, and it's good, certainly, for our customers. And we believe that if we can take our 1,200 dedicated, loyal employees that we have today, overlay best practices, overlay this technology, really, how good can we be? And we certainly believe this is a milestone event to take us to become the leading energy utility company in Louisiana. With that, we've got refreshments in the back, and no pun intended, let's get started.